Hey, Hot 97, what's cracking? This is exciting. I've been hearing a lot about this dude, and in fact, we're gonna do Hot 97's Who's Next Live with him very soon.
Yeah. Coming up in January, we're doing a show with you, so we full on support Trinidad James, trying to anyway.
Out of the ATL, Trinidad James in the building.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's cracking, bro?
Hey, I'm blessed, man.
Ebro's very excited that you're here because he said he hasn't heard a rapper say the N-word with the same oomph. That
There's a certain gumption and savoir-faire when you say, nigga, don't believe me, just watch. The way you flip nigga like that is incredible.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm bullshitting. There's rumors that you just started rapping in February.
Right.
True or false?
That's kind of true.
Kind of true. How do you, it's yes or no?
It's kind of like basically, I want to say really seriously, that's I stopped rapping actually in February, but I started like playing around November of last year, and I just stopped messing with it. And 2 months after February, I decided to do the tape by myself.
So what do you mean? When you say you started, do you mean that previous that you had never rhymed, or you used to rhyme with your boys, but you never got in the studio?
My boys and them, they rap or whatever, and like when they had the in-home studio, you know this, so when I come over Crash or whatever, I had jumped on a couple of tracks just, because I love hip-hop just in general. And, they was like, man, this shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? It's dope, man. You should really do it. But I just had so much going on at the time or whatever, working and just life in general, that I ain't take it serious. And in February, I think that's Super Bowl time or whatever, I had just stopped doing it. And then 2 months after February or whatever, I was like, I'm going to try it again or whatever, or kind of get back into it, but by myself.
So you probably do understand where there's certain people out there who are truest hip-hop fans, or people who are really into this hip-hop thing, that maybe take exception with your rapping skill, and also take exception with the imagery that you use in the video, because it's kind of like nigga extreme, like it's like super ghetto extreme. Is that really where you came up at, or is that like you overplaying the imagery of who you are?
No, I mean, the whole thing about it, like the video for All Go Everything, that's me. That's how I choose to dress.
The loafers.
Yeah, that's me.
Capri pants.
I mean, of course, I, looked better on camera. But I mean, just in general, man, you catch me walking around New York.
That's
Same way, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And as far as like the imagery is, like as far as everything in the video, I wanted really to show people that I can be myself,
right,
no matter who I'm hanging around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's my hood friends, whether it's my white friends, Asian, it don't matter. I'm not a racist person, but I'm always gonna be me.
Which is nigga, don't believe me, just watch.
Basically.
So where'd you get your sense of style from? Did you used to own a clothing store or run a clothing store?
Yeah, I ran a boutique in Atlanta for like 3-4 years called Ginza Boutique on top of the Underground. It's still there.
Okay, so are you still involved in that, or?
Yeah, but like kind of more behind the scenes or whatever. Still like, the buying the merch. And like just let them know what's next or whatever type of thing. But I'm not really in the store like that anymore.
This is for those hipster bitches.
Well, that's what I was going to point out, is that that's where I think you might risk people being offended, or like people like myself, a.k.a. hip-hop nerd snobs who...
No, can I cut you off? I don't want to stop your flow.
You are.
He is thoroughly offended as a white person looking at your video like this makes black people look bad.
Right.
Well, I felt like the video, I feel like...
I said, shut up, white boy.
Well, that's what he always says. But I feel that your shtick to me seemed geared to be appreciated by white hipsters a little bit. And I guess I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it either way. Because if it's for black kids, I don't think that's particularly good for them to see that imagery. And if it's for white hipsters, kind of like, this is so crazy, look at them, I don't love that either.
Right.
So, I mean, listen, it's not for me. Like, that record, at least, I'm not judging all your body of work. That record ain't for me.
Cool.
But are you gearing it towards that, like that hipster lane? Because you specifically reference hipster bitches on the track. So is that what you're thinking about, or is that just naturally the music that you make? That's you.
I mean, no, it's just like I don't know if you've listened to my whole project.
I haven't heard the whole tape. I have not. And I've heard good things.
Just in general, like, really, I feel that if you listen to the whole tape, you'll get a better whole generalized idea of what type of music I'm doing. that particular song was the last song that I recorded. And then, like I said, really, if you listen to the tape, you understand better that it was more, man, that was my hood track. Or whatever. And if you listen to the rest of my music, they're not really.
See, I told you, Rosenberg, you gotta listen to the whole SoundCloud.
But is that better or worse? But is that
10, 11.
But is that better or worse?
But there's what you don't understand is like there's a certain ghetto-ness that when you from the hood, you like it. That's your personal thing. Like we like that hoodness. We don't really care whether white people like it or not. It's something that we like.
He's just
You know
mad
what I'm
because he
saying?
can't say nigga, nigga, nigga.
And that's
nigga in
really
the
what it
song.
is because we don't. He can't use the N-word, so we like you can't even fuck with this song.
I know, so I'm left out. No, but also you don't feel any type of way about the fact that Trinidad is clearly a smart dude. It gives me a little bit of a Plies feeling. He's smart
'cause
and feels dumbed down on that record because I can tell you're a smart kid within 10 seconds, and that video's ignorant. Like that's some ignorant shit. There's no question about it.
Right, but everyone likes to dumb it down and do crazy shit sometimes. Why can't he do that in the video?
I don't know. I don't
Well,
like
can
doing
I
it.
hear from Trinidad James? I mean, can we do that?
I mean, just in general, like I said, man, it's really hard to, like, first of all, that's your opinion and God gave it to you. So I'm not trying to take it away from you, bro. If that's how you feel, hey, man, I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't mad at you. I would have, like I said, if you really listen to the whole project and, like, if you keep following me and see the rest of my videos, you'll probably get a better understanding of maybe where that particular track and that particular video came from.
Meaning that's
Like
just one.
gold on my Mac. Gold on my MacBook is tough. It's a tough record.
And he does have gold on his Mac.
yeah, he
on
does.
his
But so
Mac.
you're saying that's just one piece of the artistic picture of you.
Yeah, like I said, bro, it's really hard to even have a conversation about my music if you haven't listened to all 10 songs. because-
Basically, shut your ass up.
No, that's not what he said.
Shut
he said
your
it very
bitch ass
respectfully.
up.
Trinidad, are you signed yet?
No.
So this is totally indie for you.
Yeah, I made it all from.
But the
from
word is cats are throwing money at the
Yeah,
kid.
so are there bidding wars going on right now? Are you
I mean,
looking to
probably
sign?
so. You know, when you get a lot of views and you got all the right stats that all the labels like, you're a hot commodity just in general, especially you're not signed and got these stats like you are signed.
So people are coming at you like, yo, we want to get
Yeah, I
you
mean,
this.
you see my Instagram. You know, I'd be lying to you if I would say, "Oh no, I ain't never talking about it." You know what I'm saying? I have.
So it's is it an exciting time for you? Are you opting to go a certain way or when your
No, I
options?
mean, I'm really just focused on becoming a better artist. I'm not really like labels. They're gonna be there. If you hot, they always gonna be there. That's their job. And I'm not mad at any one of them. I've seen all of them. You know what I'm saying? But
is there one particular thing you're holding out for? Like that you're with, because you've supposedly been offered big money already. So is there one thing like you like that you need someone to throw in to get Trinidad James to sign?
Nah, I don't even think like that. I don't even really think about labels. You know what I'm saying? I really just be thinking about.
Nigga, don't
people-
believe me. Just watch.
That's not all he thinks about.
Nah, man, just making people realize, almost like people like yourself, to like just listen to the project and don't get so caught up in what people are hyping up, because what people are hyping up not necessarily what you want to hear. I might have the intro might be like, oh, I rock with this. You know, so you might mess with number 9, a cat like yourself. It's just according to everybody's different. I want people to, the way that people took graphs to ignorance per se, take graphs to the whole project and then put a whole idea on what you think of the person. Don't judge it off of one thing because,
So,
I mean, you know. it's
and in the
whatever.
case of labels, you're worried that labels could be judging you off of that one hit, and then when you get there, what they want from you is not what you're trying to do altogether.
I mean, well, you see, every time we go to a label, like, you know, they do their homework, and so they get a chance to, like, hear, and if they haven't heard it, we let them hear the project, and then it's a whole different outlook, like, wow, you know, because I feel like it'd be the same way with you, but if not,
Hey,
it's all right. You
Listen,
know?
you presented yourself in a way that I think is worth giving. Listen, not that you need to please me, but I am curious to check
We
out
knew
bullshit.
Rosenberg was gonna soften up as soon as
I'm
you
not
got
talking-
here.
I told him the
He's gonna
truth about the
soften
song.
up.
How am I going to tell him more about it when I haven't heard it? It would be disrespectful for you to pretend that his whole project I don't like. I don't like that tune. I can see why it would be hot in the clubs.
But now you guys are buddies.
But now he's a nice enough guy. I respect the gold. I respect the gold MacBook cover. What is the actual computer gold too?
Not yet.
So the computer in there is regular.
Yeah, it's yours.
It's just this.
Yeah.
But is that a Gucci bag?
Nah, man, it's spray ground, man. Spray ground.
It's luxurious. Whatever.
Thank you, man.
But no, I appreciate his, his explanation of it. I mean, I still think that song is what it is. But
I
I'll
mean,
check out the whole
sometimes
joint.
music is a vibe. You chilling at the club, the beat comes on, and you gravitate towards the vibe.
So
Not
fuck
me.
off.
I'm not at the club.
Forget all the label industry talk. Let's get to the hipster bitches. Do you have a preference? Black ones, white ones, Asian ones, Spanish ones?
Nah, that's why I named them all. You know what I'm saying? Right? Just,
Might as well.
Women is women, man. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, ain't no telling what type of girl you'll see me
Yeah.
with.
Who'd you grow up listening to? Being you're from the A, you grow up on Atlanta shit or everything?
Well, you see, when I moved from Trinidad, man, I lived a few places. So I lived in New York, Florida, and Canada, and then Atlanta. So just a little bit of everybody, the Jay-Z's and T.I.'s, Outkast, of course, Dungeon Family, Young Bloods.
Love the Young Bloods.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of different people.
How would you describe your rap style? Because it's definitely not like a lyric. You're not trying to be a lyricist. It feels like you more of a swag rapper.
Feels like a shot you just took. See, I'm telling you the truth. He's gonna give you the sublime. Feels like you a swag rapper. What does that mean?
It means it feels like he's a swag rapper.
You know, the thing about it, man, music is, if we all listen to the same track and we all have a different idea, whose idea is really wrong? That's how it made you feel when you heard it.
Well, mine's usually right. Let's be clear. And everyone else fits in. What did you do to get shit popping so quickly? Because you got people on board and excited about your mixtape out of nowhere.
I didn't ask anybody for any help doing it. I did it by myself, picked the beats myself online for free, made them in a house, no DJ hosted it or anything like that, and then just put it out there in the streets or whatever, and put it in a couple of right people's hands so that if they liked it, they'll pass it on to their big homies who are maybe in the industry.
So you did know a couple of good people to listen to it.
Yeah.
But that was it. But that was really all
they
you...
weren't famous. It's just good people.
Right.
Did your clothing store help? Did having that clothing store help at all?
Probably, kind of, just being able to pass out the CDs from time to time, and just, it's in Atlanta, it's different than anywhere else I go. Like Atlanta, like I'm a natural good person to people because I've been dressing artists and dealing with everybody in the city because we're right in the heart of Atlanta. With dealing with people or whatever, it's been easy. It's all good because it's like, okay, we know this guy for him just being a good person. So I'll give him a chance to just hear his music. And at the end of the day, like I said, I put it out there because I already loved it when I got done mixing it down. So it was really left up to everybody else to see how they felt about it. And then it just started picking up. Then my boy, Baller's Eve, J Dirt, he hit me up from New York and was like, man, I'm playing your song on my online Baller's Eve radio channel. And I was like, wow, that's cool. And then it just started spreading out everywhere.
Wait, what's the name of your mixtape?
Don't Be Safe. The acronym for safe is sensitive as fuck every day.
Okay, so who is sensitive as fuck every day?
People, man. People.
Rosenberg, tell him to his face. Stop being motherfucking sensitive.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, who are you talking to? Your audience, or you're saying you're sensitive as fuck?
No. Just people in general. They let the smallest things in life change the whole outcome of the day. Things that you can't even change. Why are you mad for? Mm-hmm. And I could talk about it because, some years ago, I used to be really uptight about things or whatever, and I just realized you got to just chill and live life.
He's like Syph now.
Live
Syph Unchained.
life.
Syph Unchained.
Yeah, you let go.
Life is long. Life is long.
Life is long.
Life is
Celebrate.
long.
All right, I got to ask something important. Speaking of you not being sensitive, and I know I can ask about this. Seeing as you're no longer sensitive, what the fuck is going on with your teeth? We have to talk about this.
They just fucked up.
What happened though? Like, that's crazy. Can I see, like, is just the one? Is there just one up here?
No, what you call it? Actually, it was one right there, and then when he did a show in Athens or whatever, too hyped up, tooth came up.
Are you
Damn.
serious?
Say word.
Man.
So, and then the bottom are just kind of mangled, but
The
not utterly crazy. But it's really that one in the middle that makes me nervous because it feels like just one out there by itself. You feel like when he's out there by himself, he could go too.
Hey, it's a thug, man. He do what he do.
He's out there alone. Shawnee, do you have anything you want to say? Trinidad?
Yeah.
I mean, well, one, I respect the fact that he got Trinidad in his name. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
You don't?
A lot of people, I don't. I'm from Trinidad too, though. But is everybody in your crew from Trinidad? Because in the video, I saw a lot of flags. Or is it just you repping and you gave the flags to your crew?
No. It's some of my family members, friends who were born in Trinidad also in that video.
Right. Now, I mean, I think, question, in terms of the song, did the song start to pop off before the video, or was it because of the video that it started to move? Because, and I
think
say
it was
that,
a little bit it was a little bit all at once. It kind of like the mixtape was out. Like the Fader presented it. Shout out to the Fader. And people was like, okay, this is a good look for an independent artist who nobody knows about. And then the cover was real controversial. And then people started gravitating to that song and a couple other songs. And more people gravitated to the song that everybody likes. And so I already had in my mind to shoot that video, and it was going to happen anyway, whether nobody liked it or not.
Right.
Because it's different for me. Like, if I hadn't came out with my project yet, and then the single was doing so good, then people would really be looking forward to the tape. But since I did everything myself, I put out my tape, my project first, and I had to grind up. So I got to basically show people or whatever what each track is about, where I'm coming from with it. It's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Look, Trinidad James, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
like this guy. And I'm waiting
Nah,
for.
you can't like him.
No, it's my favorite.
You cannot like
That's my
him now.
song too. That's my jam.
You can't like
and
All Go Everything.
I'm waiting for the remix featuring him, Nicki, and Foxy
Speaking
Brown.
of Nicki.
A Trini collabo.
Speaking of Nicki, I gave her your record 2 months ago. Was like, yo, you should jump on this. She currently hates my guts.
Yeah.
Currently hates my guts.
So,
but
no
I don't
favor
know
you
if has she reached out? Has anybody reached out?
No, she might hate my guts too.
Yeah, probably. If she heard about you
Nah.
from me, bro. You're finished if she heard about you from me, bro. You know what? You want me to reach out to her?
Yeah. No. Don't
I'ma
do that.
put it in
Don't
a
do
call.
that.
I'ma put it in a
Don't do
call.
that. Shawnee, maybe you reach out. Trinidadians reach out to
We're gonna try the
Trinidadians.
connection. We're gonna link it. We're gonna link it up.